Flex me a bad body. So, it's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, guys, you know what you gotta do. Subscribe, like, and share. I go with the name of BIYENGE, featuring yours truly, Trey. What's good?
What's going on, cuz? What's going on to the people? Big up to everyone that's tuned into the show. Plenty of energy. We've got a tremendous weekend that we're obviously going to preview. Night of Champions. I'm obviously going to look forward to that, cuz. We've obviously got Mr. Neutral in the chat. Big up to you, Mr. Neutral, saying, what's good, fellas? And big up to Daniel Thomas. Thomas. Sorry about that, Daniel, man. Daniel Thomas. Big up to you, my brother. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cuz, before we get into the show, I know we've got a lot to talk about. Wardley, Night of Champions, you know, your guy, Jake Paul, AJ, you know what I mean? I'm saying both of them is your guy, man. But before we get into that, here's a quick word from our sponsors, you know, D-Rock Clothing, man. Let's have it. Yes, people. You know the spiel by now. It's iBoxingHub in association with D-Rock. So people, take advantage of that discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So if you like the hoodie that I'm wearing, if you liked what Mr. Sports Entertainment was wearing during the shadow boxing, head over to the description and utilize that discount code. Cuz before we get into the show, I've just got to do a quick few shout outs, man. Big up to True Dollar Bill. He obviously launched Savage, the video. So head over to his channel and you obviously will see the beauty in that as well. And big up to our brothers from, you know, Red Corner Boxing as well. You know, we've got one of them in the chat as well, in Mr. Neutral. We've got Jams obviously doing a tremendous job there. And the Fight Night Chronicles, cuz has been a truly tremendous series. So people, if you've not been watching that, just head over to the channel after this and just watch them all. And also big up to the Stay Waiting brothers as well. They obviously ended up doing a preview show yesterday, which was, you know, really good to watch. And obviously big up to Crossroads and Boxing. They're gonna do something for tomorrow as well. Cuz big up to the whole of the family, but let's just get down to business, man. Where do you want to start?
Yes.
Do you want to,
Wardley.
Cuz
Wardley.
Before you say anything, cuz I have to personally just give you the shout out, cuz, man, because people, if you've been watching our shows, not even from iBoxingHub, we obviously did something on Touch Gloves Boxing through, you know, Never a Foul. My cousin prophesized this years back. He said that Wardley will be the next champion, you know, for Great Britain. And look, cuz what you said has come to pass. Yes, it wasn't in the ring per se, but that fight against against Parker was pretty much the title fight, man. So cuz, just spill the beans, man. Let the people know what you've been saying, cuz.
Of course, look, from the get-go, I said, look, there's something special about Wardley. You know, his background, you know, white-collar boxing. He was a recruitment consultant. He made it into the pro game. You know, he's come far. And, you know, he's now a world champion. If anything, I wouldn't mind him running it back with Joseph Parker again at Ipswich, because it was a good fight. I wouldn't mind at all. But I want him, because he's defending the belt, he'll be back at his hometown. It needs to be someone credible, though. I don't want it. It needs to be someone credible, like, I don't know, Miller. If Dubois wasn't fighting, then Dubois. Moses too much tied into a fight. But I want to see somebody credible. I don't want to say decent. I want to say a good opponent.
Definitely, cuz, and big up to Daniel Thomas and everyone in the chat as well. Look, before I read Daniel Thomas's comment, look, Mr. Neutral said it the best here. BNG the Oracle, cuz, because you predicted it, cuz. So, no, big up to you. Everyone's just confirming that as well. Mr. Neutral, this is a sly comment from him. Usyk ducked Wardley. No, he didn't. What he did is he blessed the British community once again, because remember he did that with Triple G for the IBF title. Now he's doing that obviously with Fabio Wardley. So it's an early Christmas gift, I would say. Daniel Thomas is obviously saying there's no reason for Usyk to fight Wardley. It doesn't sell, in my opinion, as much as big time fights. Wardley's now the champ, but I want to see a rematch with Parker. I'm a Parker fan and feel absolutely gutted. I know it's for obviously the charges and stuff like that. Parker will be suspended. Keep it in Queensbury, Herkovich or Dubois. Cuz,
do you know what? Yeah, Herkovich. I completely forgot about Herkovich. That would be a good shout. Him and Herkovich. Herkovich. Do you know what? I think Herkovich deserves a title shot. Herkovich, Zilly Zhang, I don't know. He kind of, obviously lost to Parker, innit? But then he beat Wilder. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, him, Herkovich, or him and Zhang. Ipswich.
Yeah, even look, Daniel Thomas is obviously being cheeky, or Moses, man. But the thing is, it's a bit of a technical situation there, man, because they're in the same stable. Not through Queensbury, but through, Ben Davison. They train in the same camp. I just don't think, that fight will happen unless Moses goes off and wins the title. Wardley still got a belt. Then it could make sense for, both fighters to do a unification. But what will happen to the corner? Who Ben Davison be with? Is he going to be with Wardley in the corner? Is he going to be with Moses in the corner? Is he going to be from corner to corner? Or is it going to be a separate thing?
I don't think. I think it comes down to who's paying him more. It comes down to money. It comes down to who's paying him more, I reckon. It's a tough one, but like you said, because look, they're in Queensbury stable, so Moses Otoma could potentially win a world title, and Wardley win more titles, and you never know. We could have a unified Queensbury clash, in the UK. But again, this heavyweight game at the moment it's a bit funny at the moment, but because look, you've got the likes of Usyk, he's a prize fighter. AJ is a prize fighter. Fury's a prize fighter. And I realize when you're, a unified champion, you've made so much money and you've achieved so much in the sports where you're fighting once a year, because you've got other businesses to attend now, innit? You're commercial now. So Usyk, that was a great thing he done, because look, there was no motivation, all due respect, but there was no motivation for Usyk. Someone say Usyk ducked. I don't think Usyk ducked. It's just like money talks, unfortunately, in this industry. Yeah, I honestly, I don't even know who Usyk's gonna fight next. Really, if Usyk's saying his global title is 41, the only fight that makes sense, even though he's beat both of them already, it's really and truly okay. Andrew Ruiz called out Usyk, but again, Andrew Ruiz he drew Jarrell Miller, and he fought over a year ago. So let's stop being greedy now. The only way I can see Usyk fighting is if he was to say, "Listen, I want to fight the winner of AJ and Fury. I want to defend these belts one more time before I go," and that's when we can get excited to see something special. But other than that, there's no one in this apart from Moses Otuma, because Frank is saying if Moses beats Jermaine Franklin, then Moses is going to be knocking on the door for a world title. And that'd be interesting just to see Moses vs Usyk. I mean, is it too early to say who wins?
No. I think that's a good call. What you're saying, cause even some of the guys in the chat as well. Big up to Mr. Neutral, just getting involved in the chat. We appreciate you, brother. He's obviously saying Usyk versus Fury 3 April. So will Fury come out of retirement to fight Usyk? I'm sure he would, but I won't be interested in that if I'm honest with you, cuz man, I can't lie to you. I won't be
I think.
interested.
Do you know what? I get it, but the fights they had, it was a great fight. Even though he beat Fume twice, it's just at this present moment, from a finance point of view,
Hmm.
who is really gonna give Usyk the big payday? Who? Apart from Fury, AJ, and Dubois, and maybe Moses Tuma, but who? There's no one out there. There's nobody. Nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like the only way I could see. I mean, I could be wrong, but I could see Usyk fight. I could see Usyk saying, "Look, okay, I want to fight AJ or Fury. I will defend my belt to the winner, and that's just the only way." But Frank Warren said Moses is gonna be knocking on the door next year for a world title. So that world title, I'm assuming, is gonna be Usyk, because I can't see Usyk vacating the IBF belt. Can you? Or the WBC? I can't see that happening.
Nah, man. Even Daniel Thomas is obviously making a good point here as well. That I would watch it again, but I'd rather see the winner of AJ Fury fight Usyk, which is something that you've been saying for a long time as well, Cosmo. Which is fair. That is, it's obviously the money fight in the
Because
division.
you got to think of it, it's the end of an era for them from them lot. It's the end of an era because we've got the new cats coming up now. Do you know what I mean? We've got the new cats. Well, cuz, all right, I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Everyone's screaming, making noises, this and saying this and that. Okay, do you feel that AJ fighting Jake Paul, he's disrespected professional boxing, or he's gonna ruin his legacy?
No, cuz man, even before we just, because AJ's your boy, cuz man, so we gotta, pay homage, man. Remember that little clip of you guys did?
Yes.
Yes, cuz man. Obviously, AJ, very good question, like you asked as well, cuz man. I don't think it tarnishes his legacy at all. Obviously, as a boxing fan, I would have preferred him to maybe fight someone in the top 10 in Africa to have that little tune up. But I'm guessing through what Eddie's saying, through what the team is saying, they're kind of looking at this as he's a tune up, but it's a big payday tune up as well. So whatever's happened, whatever's gonna happen in that fight, it doesn't tarnish his legacy. It's not bad for boxing. The reason why it's not bad for boxing is because of the casuals that it's going to bring to the sport, man, through it being on Netflix. It's going to be broadcasted to millions. So it makes sense for boxing from that perspective, from a commercial standpoint. But I would give more respect to Jake Paul in this fight because he's obviously, going up to heavyweight. And it's a big risk because we know what AJ is going to do. If AJ is going to be possibly even 10% of what he was against Ngannou, then, we're looking at a first round knockout, man. But he's in a lose-lose situation anyway because people are going to judge him anyway. If it goes to 12 rounds, they're going to be like, oh, man, he went 12 rounds with a YouTuber. If it goes maybe past like 5 or whatever, oh, man, you didn't knock him out in round 1. At the end of the day, I can't hate on a man that's, taking a big payday. He's coming up to, I don't want to be disrespectful, but he's kind of coming up to the latter part of his career. Why not cash out, man? So for me, I don't have any issues. Let's see what the people are saying right now. So Daniel's obviously saying prize fighter, cash out time. Daniel's obviously saying no, confirming it. It's better than the fight that was planned. Talking about Tank, which is very true. Jake Paul needs respect. It's dangerous for both fighters. But what if it's heavyweight boxing? Puncher's chance. Jake, woo! Woo! So Mr. Neutral, last one. Mr. Neutral's obviously saying AJ is is in an impossible position. If he wins by KO, it's embarrassing. If he doesn't, it's embarrassing. The money makes up for it though. Hope AJ beats him up for 5. Then boom, night. Cuz this is what everyone's saying, but I want to know, AJ's your boy. What you?
What made me laugh, right? They asked Tyson Fury, AJ v Jake Paul, what's your thoughts? He said, no, it's a great fight. It's a 50-50 fight.
You know what he's doing there, cuz.
He said it with straight face. He goes, no, it's a 50-50 fight. He goes, but I reckon Jake Paul knocks out AJ. I'm gonna bet 1 million.
Cuz
The thing is, yeah, look, this is, you gotta see it from a business point of view. A lot of people are saying, it's ruining his legacy. It's not, dude. He brought British boxing back into the scene. Do you know what I'm saying? He's done a lot for boxing, and it's just like, is he ready to cash out? I don't know. It's down to him, because my understanding, Eddie Hearn's saying that AJ wants to become a 3-time world champion, and there's a possibility that he could potentially mix up with the likes of Fabian Wardley. I don't know, but my point is that, look, as much as people are complaining, right, saying, it's a joke, it's a circus, but people are going to tune in. It's on Netflix. Netflix has over, 200 subscribers, 200 million subscribers. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's going to tune in. As much as people are dissing it, like, look, Jake Paul, you got to give him credit. Think about it. He's a marketing genius. He knows what he's doing, him and his team. Like, people forget, like, dude, look, regardless, it's entertainment. Regardless, it's entertainment. It's a real fight, by the way. I'm saying round 1 to 3. Reason why I'm saying between round 1 to 3, because AJ, I believe he has to drop weight. He has to go in at, I think, is it 17 stone or 17 and a half? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, so he can't weigh in no more than 245 pounds, from my understanding. Yeah. He can't.
So,
and the last time he fought at that weight was when he done the rematch with Usyk, I believe. So he was light. Yeah.
So I think he can definitely make the weight. It's achievable. The reality is, Jake Paul, I can't see Jake Paul going in the middle and trading. If anything, I can see Jake Paul running around, running. That's what I can see him doing. I think that's the game plan. I could be wrong, but I can't see him going in training, because, like I said, between round 1 to 3, because it could be a thing where he could take AJ shots and get back up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But listen, it's a fight. The dude's he's been out for 13 months, right?
Yep.
Injury, etc. He's coming back after injury. It's a big payday. Like, I think it's 70+ million. It's a no-brainer. I think if they were to offer that to the likes of Carl Froch, Tony Bellew, even Johnny Nelson, come on.
Because apparently, and don't quote me, people. Like, obviously, you've got Mr. Neutral in the chat. You've got Daniel Thomas in the chat as well. They offered this to Francis Ngannou. Did they offer him that same kind of money?
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, but that's the thing. Think about it, yeah. AJ's an attraction. He's commercially, he's like, I would say he's the face of boxing as well. Do you know what I mean? Ngannou, all due respect here, dude, he's fought twice in professional boxing and lost twice, but the last loss was shocking. There's no value there. Don't get me wrong, people will tune in. People will tune in, but AJ, Jake Paul, business-wise, it makes sense.
It does.
They also offered. I got told that the fight was offered to Crawford.
Wait, Terence Crawford.
Yeah.
What? What weight? What weight would there have been at?
I'm not too sure. But obviously AJ's doing it now. So and it's next month as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just what a way to end the year.
Christmas gift.
Yeah.
That's a big Christmas gift for him. 50 million in the bank, man. That's a big Christmas gift.
This is what I'm trying to say. You know. So regardless, look, as much as people say this, everybody would love to be in both AJ and Jake Paul's shoes. It's a life-changing opportunity. Don't get me wrong, not AJ's rich. Exactly, he's rich. Easy money, easy access. But if that's what's offered... Sorry?
this is generational money that will pay for his great
Of
great
course.
grandchildren, man. You know, this is
If
yeah.
if this was put it this way, David Hay, if they presented 70 million, David Hay would be like, yeah, I'm fighting Jake Paul. Do you know what I mean? Everyone would do. It's just me personally, I think people just hate it, thinking, bro, like, just how's he securing that bag? You know? And there's people here fighting, working hard, but dude, it is what it is. I'm happy for him. I can't wait to watch it. It's on the 19th of December, my birthday, so boy, I'm happy.
Oh, you see,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mentioned that, cuz watching your guy
yeah,
on your birthday is actually, yeah, that's written, man. I think that, and it's on Netflix as well, so you ain't got no excuses. You're gonna watch that, man, on your birthday. Now,
yeah.
big up, man. Obviously, Daniel's saying that AJ may make 100 million, man, and Jake Paul 80 million, which is good money, man. It's good.
Bro, money is money, regardless. Look, I'm telling you, what cracks me up, yeah, a lot of people just talk nonsense, especially or like you got the likes of what's his name on Talksport.
Simon Jordan.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, he's got a valid point. I get where he's coming from. He's saying like, if you want to fight the likes of Tyson Fury in late next year, you're gonna fight a YouTuber as a warm up. It's disgraceful. I get it, but do you know what? If these people are on their way out, they're here to secure as much bags as possible. Because
Yeah.
remember, boxing is a young man's game, a young man's sport, sorry. So, dude, 70 million. Just imagine somebody offered you 70 million to fight, I don't know, whoever. I'm
Yeah,
sure
give me
you'll take it.
AJ for that kind of money, cause
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
happily
sure
get in
you'll
the
take it.
ring.
I'm sure
I'll
you'll take it. Do you know
train.
what I'm saying?
I'll
You know,
train, man. Even though I might probably get knocked out or whatever, man. But I'll put you in a good fight, man. I'm competitive, man. But yeah,
yeah,
cause I can't hate him for that, man. Like, obviously, when the announcement came out and everything, I was one of those fans as well that was thinking, why is he gonna fight Jake Paul? But then, when you kind of think about the way you've explained it, the dynamics, the commercial value of AJ, it being on Netflix, it's technically a tune-up fight for next year. So Eddie Hearn saying, look, 2026 is a big year. So this is a good little tune-up before Christmas. So let's
the
have
thing
it.
is, yeah, when you deep it as well, yeah, Tyson Fury's tune-up fight was with Ngannou, and then he fought Usyk afterwards.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you know what I mean? AJ's tune-up fight was with Ngannou, then he fought Danny Dubois. You
Yeah.
seen what? Did you get it? It's like,
Yeah.
in theory, you shouldn't be fighting these people because you should be fighting a serious competitor to get you ready for the next big thing. But look, it is what it is. Right, Conor Ben. I'm a bit concerned with Conor Ben. He's been getting back and forth with Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
I, it's a tough one in terms of this 147. Look, I'm hoping that he can make it and he can do it, no issues.
Hmm.
If not, it's 154, man, and that division there is full of killers.
Killers.
Yeah,
Fandora, Boots is there now.
yeah.
Virgil Keys. There's Spence could be. I know he retired Spence the other day, to be honest. But look,
Oh, he's
there's
retired.
yeah, I believe so. Confirmed guys anyway, but he did.
I don't think
I did.
so because my
Yeah,
understanding,
I did
he's
hear
he's
that.
and he's training with Roy Jones.
Yeah, he is training with Roy Jones, but we don't know anything, man. Maybe next year we'll know something more, man. But we saw him, at the event, last week as well. The Luben versus Ortiz event, and you saw how the crowd and everyone was kind of getting into the mood and spirit, man. So, yeah, yeah, it's a tricky one. So, cuz you're Conor Ben's manager, you've
Yeah,
got the managerial hat on.
yeah.
You've seen the effects of fighters over the years going up in weight, then going back down. You've seen the
Yeah,
risk and what it causes.
yeah.
Would you recommend Ben to go down to 154? Or would you just say, you know what, F it, just go down to 147 and just collect the belts, have that
I'll,
legacy, and you could go.
as his manager, I'm looking after my asset. I will tell him. I will ask him first. How does he feel at 147? if he makes it. If he does make it, I want him to have a tune-up fight. It has to be like a 10-rounder. Yeah, nothing, because I need to know if there's difference between saying like, yeah, I can make it, but can you actually do it? Can you perform in it? Do you know what I mean? And like, you don't want to force yourself just for the sake of forcing yourself, because this is how I see it happening. Let's just say hypothetically, okay, he goes down to 147 and he fights Barrios and he beats Barrios, but then that's it. He then vacates and moves up to 154 or even retires. You know, so I can see that. I can see that happening. If he wins the belt, he'd be like, yeah, I'm done at this way. I've got to move on now. You know.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, because I think from a managerial perspective, and even Daniel Thomas is also saying it. So big up to Daniel Thomas, just being involved in the chat, man. We absolutely love it. 154, in my opinion. Conor Ben beats Ryan Garcia, but I don't think it's safe for him to go back down to 147. Muscle weight as well as water weight. It's dangerous, man. We've seen some of the greatest legends of the past, like Roy Jones Jr. is the one that kind of springs to mind. When he moved up to heavyweight and became heavyweight champion, I thought at that point, that's it, man. Just that's it. But then it's when he went back down to cruiserweight, and you saw what happened, man, against Tarver, man. So the Magic, man. So I think it's risky, but
it's the same thing happened to Bellew, isn't it? He went up to
same
heavyweight
thing
to
happened
fight
to Belly as well. Yep.
and he fought Usyk. He said, yeah, it just, the energy was just gone. It was just gone. But look, again, he could prove everyone wrong. He can demolish everyone in that division, take all the belts, and then what? Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where it's a tricky one. It really comes down to Conor Ben, because bear in mind it's been 4 years. 4 years. So I'm assuming he walks around at this weight, and then when he's match ready, he got to drop the weight. So well, we just have to wait and see, innit? Just have to wait and see. But you know what? I've got a good feeling about Saturday's event. The main event.
Yes,
I've got a good feeling about that.
Yes, cuz, man. Yes, cuz, man. Obviously, getting to the last bit of the segment of the show. Night of Champions, yo. Night of Champions. You obviously got the headliner in David Benavidez, El Monstro, versus Lions in the Camp in Anthony Yard. And you've obviously got Devin the Dream Haney versus Brian Norman Jr., the champion. And you've obviously got Bam in that fight, Bam in that card, and also Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes for the title. Cuz this is just going to be a championship night, and I'm excited, man. But you've obviously gone straight into the main event. So
yeah.
Let's have
because
it, man.
I'm hearing that they're saying it's going to be a shootout. And I like that. And I like it's going to be proper scrappers. And that's what I want to see. Don't get me wrong, and people can just say things for the sake of saying it, just to market a fight. Do you know what I mean? But this is, I wouldn't say this is his last chance. No, but I'm saying like, for him to beat Benavidez and become WBC champion, you got to put some respect on his name. But again, Benavidez, he's a different breed. But this will be, correct me if I'm wrong, would this be his second fight campaigning at light heavy?
What, for Benavidez?
Yeah.
No, so this will be his third.
Okay.
He had Bosic, and then he had Morel, and then he's obviously gonna have Yard now, man. So this will be number 3. So yeah, no, Benavidez is obviously one of my favorite fighters, man. But cuz, man, I can't lie, I was showing you just before, the event with Anthony Yard. That's my guy, man. That's my guy, East London. I gotta support him. But it's a very difficult one for me, man, because both camps, we've had Benavidez Senior on our show, and the energy of what they're bringing. So it's gonna be a good fight. Daniel Thomas is going for Benavidez by round 7. He's too quick and technical, which is fair. It's a fair point. Benavidez does throw punches in bunches, so it will be interesting to see how Yard combats that. And Benavidez is an animal. I think he's too quick and too skillful. But one thing that Yard has got, man, he's got a heart of a lion, man. You know, one thing that no one can chat rubbish about Yard is that he takes on the big fights. He's not afraid of the monsters. He had the first one in Kovalev. He had the second one in Bertabiev, and now he's got another monster in El Monstro, in David Benavidez. So it's gonna be tremendous. I think win, lose or draw, cuz Yard deserves all the respect in the world, man, because he doesn't say no to these fights, cuz he doesn't say no.
Totally agree. And it comes down to experience as well. Do you know what I mean? You know, he's fighting all these world champions, and at the same time we have to put respect on Yard's name, because it's weird. It's on the bookies they're saying, well, not the bookies, sorry, people's prediction they're saying that it's an easy fight for Benavidez. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight for Benavidez.
You know, the book right now, and this is a bit of a would you say it's a bit of a disrespectful one? But I'll say it like this, cuz Yard Benavidez, the bookies have Yard 8-1 odds to win, and that's the same exact odds as Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. They have Jake Paul winning 8-1 odds. Why are they saying that Jake Paul having the same odds as Yard?
Do you know what? I think
Absolutely crazy.
with the Jake Paul situation here, because it's weird because a lot of people say, AJ to go weak chin, blah blah blah, and Jake believes in himself. He feels that he's gonna knock him out. Look, the reality is, like that.
I was saying this as well, Daniel. I was saying this. It should have been. Why is the odds not 50-1 for Jake Paul? Why is it 8-1? Cuz that is a figure in my mind that I think, the bookies, something's up, because it should be like 33-1 or 50-1 odds. Because everyone's thinking AJ should win this easily, 1 round. It should be 1 rounder, man. But
so do you really think Jake Paul's gonna cause AJ problems?
Me personally, no. I think AJ should knock him out in 1 round. On paper, he should knock him out in 1 round. But what makes me kind of think is, why is the bookies got Jake Paul only 8-1 odds? Like what Daniel's saying, it should be 33, or it should be 50-1 odds.
They're delusional, because obviously they want you lot to bet and lose your money. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's delusional, bro. It's delusional because, it's delusional.
No, you're right.
What it is, man. It's delusional. But look, Saturday is gonna be amazing. The undercard is great. It's good, in fact. The main event, that's something that I'm gonna tune into. I want Yard to take this one, because look, this is his 3rd attempt challenging for a world title in the same weight, like heavyweight. Yeah, I want him to. I honestly, I want it. Do you know what? I'll be happy with a draw. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, I don't want him to lose, but I'll be happy with a draw. I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, he's got everyone's respect. So let's just
That would be a safe bet, to be fair, man. Like, because both guys' reputation and everything, and just depending on how the fight goes, a draw could be a reasonable one. But I don't know, man. It's a tough one, cuz, man. It's my heart is obviously, no, my head is saying Benavidez, but my heart wants Yard to do it, man, just because of the story, the come up, 3rd time lucky. I would love it, man. But I love both these guys, man. I know that's a wire, man, but you know what I mean, man. I appreciate both these guys. I respect both journeys. I respect both camps. And I'm just hoping that it's going to be a tremendous one as well. Bam, obviously they're looking forward to that as well. Daniel's looking forward to Bam, Rodriguez. For me, I think Bam Rodriguez is Eddie Hearn's favorite just my my personal opinion. I think that's his favorite right now. That's his
Of
money
course.
man. Obviously, Conor Ben, we know how it is, man. But I
He
know,
built Eddie is building these fighters up. Watch in Bam already in my eyes he's a superstar, but he's gonna by next year he's just gonna be everywhere. Conor Ben as well. Obviously, what he done on Saturday, even though some say it's one side, whatever. But yeah, he's you know even though people said like he hasn't been tested yet, I hear that, but dude, he's in a great place. He's up there.
no, definitely. Cause just before you go, man, this is obviously for me. I think this could potentially be fight of the night, man. In my opinion, man. You know, you got Devin the Dream Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. This is Mr. Neutral's favorite fight, and I
I
have to
think
big up Mr. Neutral, man. He's been talking about Brian Norman Sr. for a few years now, so I gotta give him respect, man. And we've seen it. We've seen what he's been able to do, man. So, cuz, chat to me, man. Who you got winning this, man?
I think Brian Norman in this fight he's gonna get frustrated because I think he's gonna go for the knockout. But I think Haney, obviously, he's a smart fighter, so I think Haney's gonna frustrate him. But I don't know. I can't. If you were to ask me who do you see winning, I don't know, man. I really don't know because, like I said, we've got to put the respect on the champ's name.
Yeah. Definitely, he's a champion for a reason, man. So big up to Brian Norman Jr. Obviously, Daniel Thomas has got Brian Norman to win. How do you have him winning? Do you have him winning via knockout points? Let us know. Matchrooms is gonna be bigger than all soon. Oh, that's a big statement there as well. Matchroom's gonna continue to grow, rise. They've obviously got, you know, a good lineup of fighters, you know, with Boots and, you know, Bam and Conor Ben, and it's a nice portfolio he's got right now, man. So, cuz I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm going for Brian Norman Jr., man. You know, we've spoken to Senior a few times. We've obviously done some stuff with Bill as well, man. But I just think that Brian Norman Jr. needs a fighter like Haney in his resume to get to the next level. Even though he's a champion, some people know him, but most casuals wouldn't know him. He needs this win to kind of take him to the next level, to get that notoriety and to get, you know, a big name in his list, because a lot of people have been saying, oh, but who has Brian Norman Senior? Who has Brian Norman Jr. for? Which is a fair point, cuz, man. So yeah, he needs it, man. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, fight of the night, man. Let's have it, man. But yeah, cuz, man, I'm just excited. Big up to the people that's obviously got involved in the chat as well. Daniel Thomas is going by KO by round 8, lucky number 8, man. That's my lucky number, man. So let's see. I'm gonna look out for that as well. We're obviously gonna do a poll online just for, you know, the community, just to get involved. We just want to know, you know, what everyone's saying as well. But cuz, big up to you, Mr. Sports Entertainment. I know we've gone a little bit over time, man, but we've had so much to talk about. You know, Jake Paul,
of course.
AJ, you know, Wardley becoming champion. You know, you prophesized that. I just need to stress that to the people. You said this 3 years ago, man. So head over all the way to like episode 1 of the roundup, and I'm sure you would hear BNG saying that, man. So big up to him, and we've obviously got Night of Champions. And once again, His Excellency, thank you, you know, for putting on, you know, a tremendous event, man. Because I think, cuz this card, I think is going to be card of the year, just because it's Night of Champions. You know, every fight is for a title, man. It's absolutely tremendous, cuz, man. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just gassed right now, cuz, man. Remember on the last show, Congo, I did say it did the comeback. So I'm gassed right now, cuz, man. I'm gassed, man. The weekend, I'm ready for it, man. So, cuz, big up to you. Big up to the whole of the community. God bless you all. And I'm obviously gonna hand it over to Mr. Sports Entertainment to wrap up the show, man, because he's the man and he's always the man with the plan.
Well, yeah, my cuz, keep supporting. Thank you for tuning in, and have a lovely, productive week, and we shall see you on Sunday. Peace and love.
It's another bang. All the Mars and cars now, whichever get up. Light up my card with a sweet one blaze. Someone flex me a bag, baggy. So